Hello once again, audience. When we last left off, it was last Saturday. Last Saturday I did a vlog show, and this Saturday I'm doing another vlog show. Let's get to it. In my Saturday vlog shows, I like to take you guys through the wild world of technology and the world of myself, Nick, the NDC Chief, and everything about me and my YouTube channel and things of the like. But for this week, we're going to start again with Tech Time. So let's bring on that banner. It was a pretty wild week of technology. A couple different stories that I really want to touch on with you guys. The first major thing is that whole Beats and HTC partnership. Originally, the Dr. Dre, Beats Corporation, and Monster and all of them bought into like 48% of HTC for a big partnership with their upcoming devices like the HTC One X and all that stuff. And at the start, it was really good. It was a great selling point for some of the HTC devices that were packing Beats audio, which is like amplified bass and crisp, clear HD sound, which is great. I've had time to play around with Beats audio, and it is a little bit different. It just depends on the headset you're using and all that kind of thing. But aside from that, Beats pulled out of 25% of their stock in HTC this week. And why? They say it is because HTC did not meet their financial needs or like whatever they agreed on when they first went into their 48% of HTC. And getting into more detail, those are still being dug up and discovered by those in the Beats family as well as the HTC family. And as the next couple weeks go on, we'll see why that breakup per se happened. The next thing I want to touch on is a little bit of camera news. And as you may know, the Canon EOS M is coming out very, very soon. And it is yet to even hit shelves, but it is already sold out in the US Amazon store. There is such a high demand for this compact camera that it is going to be a huge, huge seller. I'll put a link down below for that page just to show you guys, but aside, it's going to be a great camera, and who knows, maybe I'll get my hands on it. Probably not, because I'm really happy with the camera that I use and everything. Somewhere down the line I will upgrade my camera, but I don't think it's going to be to an EOS M. The next piece of tech news is again with Apple and just being really poor sports and just suing everybody, just throwing suits left and right and up and down all over again. This time it was toward Google, and it was because, quote unquote, Google uses the touchscreen to display information on its devices. If you've watched any of my videos, you know things like this from Apple really just get under my skin. And Google responded by just saying that's not an infringement on a patent, that's industry standard. And that's very true. I just feel that Apple is finding every little thing they can to try to sue someone over, just to hold devices back before the great new iPhone comes out. We'll see what the new iPhone entails. I mean, if it's going to hold up to anything. But we'll see where that goes. Quick side note though, I just want to say thank you guys for last week's show. It took a pretty good number from it, and just want to say thank you guys very much. And I want to say that you guys can reach me on basically any social network. I have a blog, which I'm going to put right here, which is the ndcchief.blogspot.com. I'm on Twitter at ndcchief, and you guys hit me up on Twitter with any tech questions, anything like that. But a great way to also reach me is right here on YouTube in the comments section below. You guys can just leave me anything, and I'm usually really, really good with responses, and I'm right there within a couple days to make sure that I get the right answer out to you guys, and I get it, and I get it quick. So, that's it for that. It all started with a whisper. Since the Nexus 7 release, the Amazon Kindle Fire has taken quite a bit of decreasing numbers in their sales, and reasonably so. The Nexus 7 is arguably the greatest 7-inch tablet on the market, and nothing right now is competing with it. But according to a Staples, yes, Staples, the store, one of their big representatives said that it is reported 5 new Amazon tabs are coming out by the end of this year. There were no really specific specifications released, but 5 Amazon tabs. That's going to be a pretty wide range, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of spec list is on all of those Amazon tabs to see if they can meet up with the Google Nexus 7. If we want to dip into some Android news as well with the Nexus 7, the game Dead Trigger, which is an amazing, amazing game, it has one of the highest piracy rates of all Android games ever, because there was such a huge demand, and it was only like 99 cents or $1.99 at launch. and it's only been out for a couple weeks, but there's been such a high piracy rate that developers have just said, you know what, we're going to make it free. And as of right now, as of filming this, Dead Trigger is still free in the Google Play Store. I'll be shooting a link down below for you guys to go download it because I highly, highly recommend it. The graphics, the gameplay, the controls, it is all just stellar. I've had some of the most fun I've ever had playing a game on my phone with Dead Trigger. But what is Dead Trigger? Dead Trigger is a first-person shooting zombie game, and as many of those that there are throughout just the gaming world, this one is really fun because of how just crisp and clear everything is, and how much fun it is to have such great graphics and such really, really well thought of controls on a device that is going to be in just the palm of your hand. You're not going to have a controller, you're going to have a phone, and the developers really took that into their consideration when making Dead Trigger. So once again, link in the description to go check that out, and hopefully within this next week I'll be posting a review of Dead Trigger on my Skyrocket. Throughout this last week, the Google Nexus Q, which is running Ice Cream Sandwich, that little sphere of your entertainment and media, of streaming and all that, it sold out on Monday or Tuesday of last week, or this week I suppose if you want to look at it, and they came back into the shelves, the internet shelves of the Google Play Store on Thursday, and it sold out by 4:30 p.m. on Thursday. So once again, the Google Nexus Q is sold out, and it says it'll come back within the next 2 to 3 weeks into the Google Play Store. As far as the Nexus Q goes, I don't know, it just doesn't really appeal to me to pay that much money for just a streaming device when there's all the other sort of things out there with like just Roku even, and just things like that that'll just stream media for me as well. But as the Nexus Q comes out, more and more consumers and more YouTubers like myself are getting their hands on them and doing the reviews, and it's really interesting to see all of that because I want to just see what other people think of it before I jump into it, if I even will jump into the Google Nexus Q. Finally, the last tech story, and arguably the most confusing one, is Google Fiber. Google Fiber is their new cable and internet service straight from Google. Most people are thinking they were gonna debut this in some sort of big city, or whether not like highly populated, but at least like a large Google center somewhere in America, maybe possibly somewhere in California. However, it was debuted in Kansas City. Their service includes the fastest internet in Kansas City, which could be up to 1,000 megabits per second with their fiber optic cables and all that stuff. Also, they launched their own television, which you can record up to 8 shows at once, as well as stream media through Android devices and Netflix and things of the like. And also, you get a free Nexus 7 when you're using Google Fiber. And the reason you get a Nexus 7 because that will serve as your remote for your television. That's all with tech this week. Let's jump into news about me. Over the last week, I have not done any videos but aside from last week's Saturday show because it's been very, very busy with me with work and everything. But things are coming along quite well with work, and I'm having a great time. I work tomorrow, so I'm trying to get this video done really pretty early tonight and everything uploaded just the way I want to have it done with editing and everything, so that I can get to bed kind of early so I can get to work because I work at 10 to 6 tomorrow. Aside from that, tech-wise with myself, I'm looking around trying to see what's going to be my next device, or at least my next product to review for you guys on this channel. So I think I'm going to jump back into applications, starting with Dead Trigger this week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I want you guys to really, if this video doesn't do enough for you with Dead Trigger, I want you guys to see it actually in action. Maybe I'll do a little clip here at the end of this video just to show you guys what Dead Trigger is like. So you know what? I'll give you guys a little sneak peek at Dead Trigger and my review, so we'll cut to that right now. Let's just jump into some sort of main quest here, so we'll jump into it, and I'm just going to give you a quick little show of the gameplay here. Here we go with the game. You're going to have your left hand is going to be like your left trigger, whether it be PS3 or Xbox. You're going to move around. With your right hand, you're going to be able to move your eyes. And over here, you have reload. You can use your sights, and then you can shoot. So let's go find some zombies. As you can see, the graphics on this game are really awesome. Let's just go into these sights here. Get some nice headshots. It's just really crisp, really easy in terms of controls. It just flows, and it's a great time. You can reload. You can keep rolling here. You got your mini-map on the top left there. And you've got your life up on top. You see these little bar up here, as well as the number of zombies left on this level. Up top is also your objective, and there are things like barrels and stuff that you can shoot as well to make them explode. You can find money in little areas. You can shoot barrels to explode them, as I just mentioned. But the premise of this game is really just going through your objective and just shooting up zombies. It's a fun time, and I really recommend it to you guys. This is a short little clip of it, and I'm going to be doing my full review this week. So definitely go check this game out. This is Dead Trigger. Link will be below in the description. All in all, it's been a pretty wild week of technology and a pretty calm week of things in my life. But I just want to say thanks. I want to say that I'm the NDC Chief. Like down below and subscribe up top if you already have not. And I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been my Saturday show, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave any comments, questions, or concerns in the comment section below, and any stories that you'd like to see me touch on in the next week. So thanks, guys. Later.